Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of week 1 of the Crawl Cosplay Forks Tournament. Getting back into Goji, who cannot be seen. We're a Coglin Artificer of Dith. And so far, the tournament has seen a good amount of activity. We've got a few submissions here. I know we had at least one more. Raga submitted one yesterday, and I think just submitted another one. I've got a few more to moderate here. So getting some submissions already. I know we've got one person at least who has achieved the first bonus challenge. That's Kunix, so good job on them. And welcome to the stream, everybody. Raga's in here, Tactical is in here. Tactical saying that there's some kind of code that's killing him specifically on Zot 5. Just him. Obviously true. All right, let's just jump in here. So we went down to D10, I believe, and picked up some boots of our poison strength out of the shop. Had an acquirement scroll, took the gold. It was a big debate. Took the gold, bought the boots. Got a few more things here to buy, just identifying the pots. Hey, Lasagna Pig, welcome to the stream. Good timing, just started. So we're gonna pick up these pots, and then I'm just gonna kill a couple things. We've got some bees over here, so clear this whole area out. This is Blorkula rather, and I think I'm going to skip Blorkula for now. Then we've got Maggie up here and Joseph, so I kind of want to avoid this as well. So maybe we'll just clear this out and go into Lair and see what Lair holds for us. Here's our potion shop. So I think that's the game plan now. We're not going to go up unknown stairs because the area just above us is kind of scary. Basically what I've got is I've got Shock and I've got Freezing Cloud coming online. And we've got 4 pips of Dith Piety. Training is looking like this. I'm just working on Freezing Cloud. I can't take any skills above Stealth after they get to 8. So I can't take them above 8 right now. So I'm basically keeping them down here at 8 or at 7 or whatever. And then we'll take Stealth up above 8 once we're ready to progress a little bit further. So that's part of the challenge for this week. And I can't train any melee weapons other than pole arms. I'm currently using some branded daggers. And I have on the Switch holy daggers, draining daggers. So I've got some options here. Like against Snorg, the holy dagger is particularly good, for instance. But I think we're not Snorg, Blorkula. Blorkula is undead now. So we got 716 gold. Let's go ahead and pick up the mute pot so that we know it. I'm going to pick up. Do I want to pick up curing? I definitely want to pick up mute pot, so let's grab that. Let's have a look at our pots. We've got 5 curings and 2 heal wounds. That's probably enough for now. We could get attraction because it's so cheap. You know, that's worth an ID scroll, basically. There's a world where we use it. Okay, and then we'll just head over this way and kill some bees, I think. Just using Dith. Using the Shock primarily to spawn Dith is the idea. Now here's the problem with Freezing Cloud, right? It'll spawn on top of me in these tight little hallways because it's going to fill the space, and I don't have any cold resist. So our options are essentially melee or shock in this hallway, which is a bit unfortunate, I have to say. If there are too many bees, I'm going to really not like this fight. Can I cast it now? I could potentially cast it and try to walk back, but the cast probability is kind of low. Shock is fine, apparently. If I could just get to an open room where Freezing Cloud is useful, that'd be great. Oh, Charming. I've been using quite a few Charmings. That's only a stack of 3. So it'll be good to refresh our stack. We do need that for the bonus. Bonus 1. I guess I can go around. That's a little awkward, but yeah, I'll go around. Go in through the top. Just see if there's any loot up here. Just trying to get all the loot and experience we can, because at level 14, I'm currently level 11, so at level 14, we will get the gizmo, hopefully getting some resists. 2 ID scrolls. I found acquirement. I have not found experience just yet. So do we go pots? I believe we do. Invisibility, that's not bad. We can use that. In ambrosia, that's okay too. All right, let's pop our head in. Hopefully there's no ice strikes. That's kind of the big thing I'm worried about because I don't have any cold resist. We do have poison, obviously. Blork has a +2 robe of fire resist, which could be quite good at some point. Okay. So these guys hit for 20 plus 10 drain life. So this is exceptionally bad. This entrance. We have 5 stealth, 3 pips of stealth, and the chance to identify us or see us is 10% per turn. So we get like 1 turn maybe before they see us. So this is like super, super bad. Do we have fear? No. We have teleport. We have blinking, immolation. We have that invis pot. This is the way this whole game's been for me. Is like just constant massive threats. Do we invis pot here? It kind of feels good. So I think the options are invis pot, step away, kill, or teleport. Or we go back up the stairs, read teleport scroll, and then time it so that we drop down the stairs and teleport away. Now that's pretty risky. But I mean, 6 hell rats here at 20 damage plus 10 each is super bad. Man. 56% chance to hit. We've got 10 armor. I mean, they could just about kill me, couldn't they? What in the world, game? What in the world? We got blink scroll. I might have to pop it. Honestly, I might have to pop it. I think we're gonna do I think we're gonna go invis. Okay. So far so good. Try again. Nice. Now shock. Come on, Dith. Back me up here, man. Still invis, running out of mana. Okay, that went way better than it could have, I have to say. Way, way better than it could have. That could have just been a death right there, easily. So, wand of warping, that's a big pickup. Off we go. Let's have some better RNG here in Lair, shall we? What I'm really looking for, I have to say, I'm really looking for a Forgecraft spell. Ooh, Wand of Quicksilver, that'll carry. There's Urug. Regular javelins, Vampiric Evening Star. Okay, we will avoid for the time being. I'm just going to go the other way. Yeah, looking for Forgecraft or summoning spells because I like the way they interact with Dith. The shadows you get from those 2 classes of spells are really, really good. They're basically summons, right? Oh god, Herald wakes up. Herald has Sentinel's Mark at 74%. Harpoon shot does 43 damage with his heavy flail. Okay. What's Marionette? 63% fail rate, so that's kind of not great. Could we charm? What's that look like? 24%, that isn't good. No poison scrolls. We got immolation, fog. I've got 1 enlightenment, but that only takes it down to like 50% on Sentinel's Mark, probably. No curare. Yeah, man. Urug was over here, so if I get Sentinel Strap, I'm probably going to get cut off, right? I think, is Sentinel's Trap 40 tiles of alarming? I don't remember. He may be actually out of range. My best bet may be to go down here to get back to the stairs, rather than go that way if I get alarmed. I feel like I'm almost certainly getting alarmed. What else could we do? It could be a haste pot situation. We got 3 of them. Any digging? I don't think so. Let's see. No digging. Nope. And no curare, so we can't slow him down. I've just got the poison darts. What's your health at? 76. Of course, he's got nets. Youch. Let's see. Could just teleport. If I get alarm trapped and then I teleport, it's going to feel really bad, right? But I kind of feel like that's the play. Come what may. Right? The only other option would be haste first. Just in case he harpoon shots me, for example. Yeah, I think I'm going to teleport. And then I'm just going to start walking away. Okay, hey, we got there without the alarm trap. And just outside of line of sight there on Urug. So, good telly. Now the question is, what do we do next? Because he's over there. He's kind of went this way, right? So I guess I can go this way and try to stay away from him for now. I need something else to deal with that. Or I at least need, like, the rest of the floor cleared would be good. Nice. Yeah, I got the damage off on him, which pulled him into the enemy. It pulled him into my freezing cloud after that. Okay, so we don't want to make too much noise down here either. Come on, Dith. There's one Dith. We do have poison daggers here. Or just one anyway. Spellcasting up to 6. Now we could get more stealth. More stealth feels pretty good. Hey Jay, welcome back to the stream. Say, hopefully I haven't missed too much. Well, we're just getting started. Just got into Lair. It's been some rough RNG on the enemies so far in Lair. But yeah, it's a good time to come into the game. Maybe Ice Magic. Ice Magic up to 8. I don't feel like I have the tools I need right now, is the thing. Just check the backside here. Does shock make noise? Surely. But how much? It's almost silent, surprisingly. Let me pull you in. Okay. Let's ask, do we want a different weapon as Harold comes around the corner? I was going to think about switching to a different dagger, but Harold has found me all the way over here. Okay. What about Mind Burst? 46% on Mind Burst. We could... Boy, Freezing Cloud feels really bad here too, right? Because if he harpoon shots me into the Freezing Cloud, I'm going to be in bad shape. So... maybe we haste. Got like 46 damage, right? 43 damage. Harpoon shot does 2d12. He has 73% chance to hit me. The Sentinel's mark is mainly bad because of Uberog, but I guess we can just teleport away from that. Oh, cool. Raga says that he's going to stream probably on Tuesday. Good stuff. I'll be sure to be there as well. I guess we haste and just try to fight this. I don't see much in the way of other options. Like we got 4 teleport scrolls, so we could do that. We do have a blinking scroll in case he pulls us in. If I'm hasted, I can probably just step away. You know, that heavy, he's got the heavy mace, so he's going to be slow. So I think we haste, and then we just use wands and go for it. Okay, so he actually stepped away that time. 46 on Mind Burst. Chance to hit 71 with poison. I've got a net. Do I throw a net back at him? Or do we... I got warping too, yeah. Let's look at the damage on these wands here. Quicksilver is 6d5. Warping is 3d9. 3d10 on Ice Blast, so maybe we open up with that. 2d6 on 1 to Flame. He's got no resist, right? Got him doubly poisoned. Yeah, let's hit him with the Ice Blast, I think. If he gets close, I'm going to warp him. Do I care about the net? He's more likely to hit me with Harpoon Shot, but right now he's just walking to me. Okay, Quicksilver now. 89 to hit. I'm now marked. We really got to kill him now. Okay, we do kill him. 2 throwing nets, heavy flail. Now my inclination is walk away from Urag and teleport if we get into trouble, hoping that the alarm wears off. Because Urag is definitely in range, so we're waking him up. He's coming down here, or she, I think it's a she. She's walking down here. Can I get across there and get to the exit? I don't know. But I think I want to pull her away from the exit and then teleport somewhere else, right? Rug is saying Marionette. I think no on that particular enemy, right? Because Marionette maybe would have done Harpoon Shot or Mark, and we don't really want either of those things. So I hate to have I spent 3 Quicksilvers and yeah, all of my ice charges. So it was expensive. I was an expensive fight, but I didn't use any pots, no blinks, nothing of that nature. So I guess we're going south. We could also wait a few turns and then kind of circle back around here, right? Because Urag will come down this way. We can circle around this way, which isn't bad. That feels okay. Oh, we're hasted. We are hasted. I'm going to go south. I'm going to go into unknown territory. Look at that. The frog didn't wake up with my alarm trap on. Why? Is that a Dith thing? 12% to notice me each turn. Is that a Dith thing? I don't know. Do we just want to wait it out? I'm just passing a couple turns here. Okay, we are still marked. I'm just going to fight this and not worry about the mark for now, I think. Now, of course, if Urag comes around the corner, I'm going to regret this, but we'll see how this goes. Air up to 8 now. Nice. Good cast on that one. Look at that. That frog stayed asleep that entire time. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that. Does Mark only pull in non-sleeping enemies and I don't know how Mark works? That's possible. I guess. I think that I kind of lean that direction. I think that's what it is. I don't understand how Mark works, actually. That's funny. So yeah, we don't have to worry about old Urog there waking up to the mark that whole time. I'll take it. I'll take the wins where I can get them on this character, man. This is going kind of roughly so far, I have to say. Okay, there's an alarm trap, which we're probably not going to trigger from this direction. Let's see. I'm going to step up. Maybe I shouldn't have stepped up. Air Magic to 8, Conjurations to 8. Oof. Do we try to cast again? Like that? Oh yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Dude, Freezing Cloud is so good. When you can actually get it to work for you and you don't miscast it, it's so good in Lair. All right. Take these one at a time, maybe. Let's turn off our, let's switch from our flaming brand here to a draining brand, I think. Little bit better debuff situation going on then. Okay, glove +2 gloves of parrying. Hey, that's a good pickup. So whenever we attack, we get some shielding, right? A shield if your last action was melee attack. The shielding is half as effective if your offhand is occupied by an item other than a weapon. It happens to be occupied by a weapon, so this works for us. Nice find. Marionette is such a free roll in Orc. I love New Dith so much, says Tactical. Yeah, New Dith is very, very good. I also am a big fan of New Dith. So our shielding went up to 8 there. Just for anybody paying attention at home. We were just meleeing that whole time. Shielding was at 8. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's get one more level in spellcasting. Take that to 7. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn on stealth. We'll focus spellcasting. We're at 16% on Freezing Cloud. I wonder about picking up Toxic Radiance, potentially. All right, down we go. We've got a Venom, Aralek, Int, negative Stealth, Rapier. Yes, please. Aralek is huge. Int is good. The negative Stealth is fine. We're just going to switch it in for our Dagger of Venom. Great pickup. Great pickup. 14% on Freezing Cloud. A little bit of Int goes a long way when you've only got, 14 at baseline. Nice, get the bouncing shocks there. Animate Dead. Now there's a spell I like. 80%. Do we go Animate Dead? I think we might. I think I'm desperate enough at this stage, to be honest, that we do that. We can keep training everything else we're currently training, but I think we turn on Necromancy. Only got to get it to probably... Let's start it off at 4. 0 aptitude. Let's start it off with 4. Train it in the background. I mean, Freezing Cloud should pretty much hard carry for a little bit at this stage. Ooh, there's enchant armor. Do I have anything to enchant? Yeah, the boot. Oh, no, I can't enchant the boots. Kind of not. I don't want to use it on any of that. Nah. Okay, did get him slowed, which is nice. Youch. There's Foxfire. Nah. Level 12. 2 more levels and we get our Gizmo, which is going to be a big upgrade, I hope. I mean, we've got some damage. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about it. And Dith is triggering often enough anyway. Animate Dead is at 50% already. Okay, we got Spider. So that makes our bonus point 1 relatively easy to get. Or at least available, right? Available in the early game. Let's put it that way. Because that's where our Ghost Moths are. Miscast. Got it. Cool. Easy little spider entrance. Oh, hang on. We got wyverns, we got yaks. Let's pull one. Pull the rest of the yaks. Nice. You see that Dith damage coming out? Man, that's so good. Sweet. We're doing the thing, folks. We're getting it done. That's a little awkward, isn't it? I think we can step back one more and then shock against this wall. Bounce? No? There's a bounce. Sweet. Oh, I should check what the damage is on the Dith Shadow. It's high now. It definitely is high. Next time it pops out. Tactical, have you done a run yet on this character? I know you said you were probably going to do one at some point. Sky Shark. Sky Shark's probably okay, given that it's weak to cold, if I can get this cast. Oh. The misplay on the misstep. I meant to cast that again, and I misclicked. Shoot. Okay, this is fine. It's going to be fine. Okay, what's that Dith damage? Because it was high. Shadow Beam is 3d9. Seems to be high rolling us sufficiently often. Scarf of Invisibility. Do we wear that? I think we do. Over a +0 cloak? 100%. Okay, we have Evocable Invis at 14%. So let's take evocations up to like 6 maybe. We'll focus that, and we'll focus Necromancy as well. Animate Dead is at 28%. Let's learn it. And let's take Necromancy up to 5. Tactical says, dying to sit down and try. Well, good luck. It's a fun challenge. I have to say, I think it might be a bit harder than we had expected, given the number of squashed Coglins I've heard about lately. Ooh, just one-shot that guy. Nice. Angry trees, what? There's a druid in there. So we have swamp. Long story short, we have swamp. I'm going to stand right here. Jay says, I love parrying gloves so much. They almost make you want to go two-handed weapon. Well, with Coglin, you can just wear 2 one-handed weapons, right? And that feels even better than two-handed, I think. But I would suggest, Jay, that you could wait until 0.35 gets its two-handed weapon upgrade in the form of weapon arts. And two-handed should be quite a bit better at that point. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect placement. Bye-bye, Druid. I'm looking forward to trying two-handed as well once that goes live, that change goes live. Anybody else? Yeah, we got a Swamp Drake, which is fine. Yeah, that isn't scary at all. I'm immune to your clouds, friend. Get wrecked. So there's Swamp. We got Swamp and we got Spider, which are fine. Those are 2 good S branches, I think, for us. You find a moth in Spider, and me find a moth in Zot. Yeah, I mean, either way, right? You're going to find it in one of those places, and it's fine. Either way. Stealth going up. We got stealth at 6. Down we go. Nessos. Nessos wakes up. Nessos has Longbow of Flaming. And haste. Oh boy. Can we evoke invisibility here? Does it see invis? Let's check that first. Does not see invis. I think we invoke invis right away. We are invis. If I can get her to come around the corner. Okay, invis is off. I'm drained by less than 10. I think I'm just going to come down somewhere else. I think I don't really want to fight Nessus right now, to be perfectly honest. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, we are north of that. Make sure this is a safe area before I go too far. Hey, even more charmings. And we got a Rhyme Drake. Rhyme Drake could be scary. It's only got 1 pip of cold resist. We have no cold resist, by the way. Sweet. Double Dith trigger. We got 21 Wands of Charming now. What other spells could I learn? I guess I could get Sublimation of Blood, actually. Given that I'm training Necromancy. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. The weapon art thing sounds very cool and interesting. It does, I agree. I'm looking forward to how they implement that, right? I'm used to Dark Souls weapon art, and they have referenced Dark Souls when talking about it, so I'm hoping for good things. Oh, got a Polywand? I do not. Yeah, no Polywands this game. Spear of Freezing, I'll pick it up for good measure. Medusa Talisman? We do have good aptitudes for shapeshifting, don't we? Nope, just kidding. -2. Okay, so you have a 29% chance to petrify. That's probably okay. We're by a stair. Gotcha. Freezing cloud damage. It's pretty good. Nessos comes back. Nessos sees me. Do I invoke invisibility again? 12% on that. Jay loves Medusa form so much. I do too. I'm a big fan of it, actually. Just the free resist, right? It's so good. The poisoning. Love Medusa and Chili. Yeah, there's a unique now. Medusa. What about... I got a 62% chance to charm. Do we charm and kind of run Nessos through the floor here, wait till it gets damaged a bit, go invisible, then attack Nessos from invisibility? I could do that. Does that feel okay? I think it does. Okay, got a hasted Nessos. Took me 2 charges. That's fine. I'm going to animate dead as well, just to have some friends. We get it on the first try. Nice. We got a Hydra. Okay. Nessos, still quite happy and healthy. Charming probably about to wear off. So I'm going to go invisible at 11%. I am invisible. What is your melee? Melee is like not much, right? But probably Nessos is hunter marked, which means they're going to use their bow against me, I expect. So basically what I want to do is tell them to go this way, or I could tell them to guard the area. Guard area. Nessos blinks. Nessos is no longer charmed. Nessos kicks my water moccasin and blinks away. Okay. Okay, there's Nessos. I am still invisible. And my zombies are resistant to cold. By 2 pips. Come on, Hydra. I think I'm going to shoot a Quicksilver through there to debuff the haste. Oh, it's so good. Yep, it's so good. We got this. Nice. Hydra kills it. Good kill, Hydra. Go get him. I think we got a build coming together here, folks. Sweet. Not sure why Hydra is wandering. That isn't usually what they do. Oh, because I told him to guard area. Derp. Follow me. Yes, do that. Thank you. Okay, let's go clear this floor, shall we? There's Phalanx Beetle. If we go Forgecraft, which we very much could. We have a +2 aptitude. What was this helmet? +0 Helmet of Intelligence. Hello. We've got a +2 hat on right now, and we've got 1 enchant armor scroll, so we're probably using it. Whoops, Hydra down. Animate dead on C. And we got an animated dead friend. Let's put on Helm of Intelligence. I feel clever. We will enchant it. So probably got +1 armor out of that. Or is it even, maybe? It might be even. Jay says that was masterclass. Hey, thanks, Jay. So we're at 11% on Freezing Cloud and 13 on Animate Dead. Okay, it's fine. Let's try not to miscast too many times. Gloves of Stealth, which I will pick up but not put on. We'll see about doing that later. Prince Ribbit, you say? Come get me, Prince Ribbit. I'm ready for you. He is super weak to cold. My god, that was like a non-issue. Yeah, frogs hate the cold. They don't have a ton of HP. They're cold-blooded, so they're slowed. Good stuff. Okay. Keep going. All right, we got a 4 stack of scrolls here, and we got 2 singleton pots. So I guess we'll go down, we'll read our 4 stack. It is Fear. That's a big find. Okay, probably just auto-explore. Rupert. Boy, we're getting all the really nasty ones, aren't we? 44% to Paralyze. Has an Elect-branded Executioner's Axe. Oh my. Can he see Invis? Cannot. I think the question is, do we Invis first, or do we want to go with Enlightenment? I think we Invis. He probably doesn't Berserk against us if we're Invis, right? 10%, let's not fail. We are Invis. Okay. Let's net him. Yeah, keep him in there. Hit him with poison, just do the damage over time thing. Okay. Do we actually animate dead here? I miscast. I miscast again. He's no longer netted. I got another net for him, I think. Youch. There goes my nets. And got him. Nice. He never even did a thing to me. Stealth to 9. Let's go Necromancy to 6. Get that a little more online so I don't miscast it like that so much. Let's take Invocations up to about 8. And then I think we'll just wait. We could get a bit more dodging. We only got 1 dodge. Hit level 13, so 1 more level to get the gizmo. Yeah, that evocable stealth is huge, right? It's doing like all the work for us right now. It's kind of crazy. Chainmail of willpower. That's a little heavy. Little bit heavy. Hey, Squiggles, welcome to stream. I've lost 2 Gojis to Rupert. Payback time, that's right. I have avenged you, Squiggles. Ring mail fire resist. Can we wear that? We've got no armor training. Only gives us 2 more AC. Yeah, not yet. We could train armor for it, though. Doesn't feel too bad. I'm going to attack those elephants from a different angle. Let's go animate dead. And then freezing cloud. Freezing cloud. Miscast. Come on, game. Miscast again. Man. What about charm? 28%. We are no longer drained from invis. I think we just go invis. Got it? Cast cloud again. It's good. What can we throw? Poison? Still got reaping online, so if any of these died, that would be pretty good. Killed 1 elephant. Still no allies. Maybe I should just run away. Yeah, invis is wearing off. I've got a couple of them poisoned. We're just going to reset this one. That did not go how we wanted it to. Drained by 4. That's fine. Let's go animate dead again. Nope. There we go. Killed 1 elephant. And they've wandered off. Okay, Kirky. 75% on the porculator. The target moves swiftly but cannot cast spells. She has slow, which is pretty unlikely to trigger if I drink an enlightenment pot, which I could do. Does she see invisible? She does. Let's come back around to that one, I think. Mystic Blast. I saw Ishkendrans, whatever you say his name, and thought maybe it would just be the Battlesphere, and that would be amazing. It was not. Okay, what is this little vault? Can we get a freezing cloud over there? We cannot. There we go. There's one down. I guess I'll just shock. There's Reap. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I got a zombie. Okay, gotcha. I see what happened. There's one. And another zombie. Nice. Yeah, just a weird little vault here with some centaurs, because that's weird. That's not very fitting. There should have been casters there or something. Good grief, what is this seed indeed, Jay? I don't know, man. I've got all the uniques. It's just like so many of them per floor. Is this going to be the Kirky fight? Potentially. I assume the elephants and stuff are making noises. So I probably want to go up towards the stairs. Cool. We're no longer drained, so I could go invisible again. And we can actually take like conj or ice, maybe ice or air. Let's go air up to 9, since stealth is at 9. And let's focus necromancy and air. Let's get these things more castable. And I think we're just going to fight in this area. I'm going to recast Reap. Oh, that's unfortunate that she came from up here when I had such a good pattern of fighting in this direction. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to try to get some undead here. There's one. Can't hit multiple of those enemies. So maybe I'll step back. Try to stay away from Porculator. Okay, there's 2 allies. And then we'll go cold up here on you. Nice. Of course, I am risking getting turned into a pig, but that's okay, I think. I could Sublimation of Blood right here. I'm not sure if I need to. I think we got this. Okay, Kirky down. Elephants down. We got a whole pack of elephants now. Nice, that went pretty well, I gotta say. I thought I was going to need a better angle on it, but it ended up working just fine. Elephant zombies are quite good. Like, this is a very different game now, in the sense that if we can have allies, then I got to worry a whole lot less about what kind of damage I can put out. There's Staff Fire. Sandblast, maybe. Dream Sheep. Okay. Let's be careful here. Lots of Dream Sheep. I think this is fine. If I can get, yeah, like that, I think we're going to be just fine. If I go to sleep, who cares? Yeah, they didn't even sleep me. Ooh, now this guy's a little scary, isn't he? He's sitting in a cloud for now. Okay, let's get him back in a cloud. He's slowed because he's cold-blooded. Get him, elephants. Nice. Air magic on up. I think I'm going to train spellcasting now. To 8. I'm going to train fighting to 9. Stealth is at 9. Let's ask, how good is dodging? Dodging is 0.6 EV per level. That's pretty good. And it's very cheap, obviously, too. Let's just get like 4 of it, maybe. I think we're going to focus spellcasting. Yeah, we're playing a completely different game than when we started this stream now with these allies. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Youch. The cold damage still hurts. I could, and probably should, switch out of this Draining Dagger and put on Staff of Fire for the resist. Okay, we got triple resist now. And we do have a cold robe, cold resist robe, waiting for us in a shop. I could go grab it. This is where the real game begins. Yeah, we're starting to pick up some pace here. And it's feeling good. We could get Dispel Undead and then go fight Lorcula with that, which probably feels pretty good. I guess we'll just finish Lair. It's going fine so far, I think. Entrance to a volcano. We do have RF. So I'm going to go Reap. Dude, look at that. What does this one do? The Necromancy one. Shadow Draining. Steals a sliver from the shadows of all nearby enemies, causing damage which bypasses victim's armor entirely. And it didn't even wake the dude up. Very cool. Wait, this is a pack, isn't it? Should be fine, though. Just trying to, like, body block these elephants in here, like, just like so. Yep, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Do we want a rev scroll for the volcano? Maybe, right? It is layer 5, so like you don't want to screw around too much. We didn't get any messages yet, did we? I don't think so. What is this? What are those tiles? That looks like a portal as well. Oh, I see. It's just the center of Layer 5. It's the water one. There's going to be a merfolk caster in there or something. There's probably some elephants. Yep, there's our dire elephant. Kind of don't want to leave the floor, like go into the volcano with all these allies, to be honest. Just trying to get this positioning correct. I think this is okay. What's your resistance? None? Nice. 112 HP, that's fine. We've only got 6 mana. Let's go ahead and sublimation here. The sublimation did not go how I wanted it to. I could warp these guys, because I have 4 zombies down here. Let's try. Oh, that was perfect. I'll take it. Yeah, then we'll just switch places like this. Cool, got the poison, but he just hit me for a ton of damage. 40 plus 15. Youch. Should have went invisible, probably. $67 on the charm for the snake. What's fear look like? 46, 97. Can he kill me this turn? Theoretically, yes. Actually, 40. No. Yeah, 55 damage. But I've got some GDR and then some AC, so he'd have to get a No, I don't think he can kill me. He can, given the fact that this guy exists. Actually. What's your chance to hit? 10 plus max of 20 poison, which I'm resistant to. This is fine. 44 to hit. Hey, Ripo, welcome to stream. Saying, do Coglins get Dith shadows more often on melee attacks? I wonder. I would say yes, right? Because it's every attack. And so if you're attacking twice as often, why not, right? It should be the case. Okay, so my options here. I could obviously blink. I could Charm Snake, 67%. I could step up. There's some world where the snake still follows and hits me. I think it doesn't probably happen. Poison damage display is new and cool. I agree. I think I know what you mean. I think that there's 2 different colors here, right? And it shows you how much of its life is likely to be lost to the poison. I wish these colors were a little different. I think that's what you mean. And I think that's what I'm seeing. And I think the color differentiation needs to be a bit higher, is my takeaway on that. But it's a good idea. There's also a world where we go invisible, making them less likely to hit us. But I kind of think we just step up. Yeah, that went pretty swimmingly there, didn't it? Okay, let's pass some turns. No longer poisoned. Slow rumble of a distant avalanche of rocks. Ripo saying, I mean, when you examine the snake, it says how much poison damage it can inflict. Oh, yes. Good point. That is different too. Am I correct in saying that... Oh, that change is new today. Very cool. I like that. Am I correct in saying that the bar is a different color? Or yeah, my eyes are just tricking me, aren't they? Because this one's different too. There's a subtle change from yellow to brown as you go left to right. Or right to left, rather. And I was thinking on enemies that were poisoned, that was showing me something about the poison damage they would take. That would be a nice change too. But obviously that's not the case. Honestly, I think we are not getting the volcano, unfortunately. RF and will plus flail. Okay. That's just a straight upgrade to what we're currently wearing. Okay, now what do we want to do? We know we want more stealth. Let's take stealth up to about 11. I think we want a little bit of invocations, actually. Eventually, we want Primordial Nightfall online, so maybe we'll take it up to, say, 4. And we probably want Conj, Ice, or Air as well, so let's get Ice to 9. And we'll focus that. Jay saying the subtle right to left change, it's even got a watermark. Yeah, see, because I had seen this before. It's the red change too, like light red to dark red, and I thought that was signaling some kind of information, but I don't believe it is. Yowza. Okay. I'm just trying to keep moving here. But we're just finding so many enemies. Hmm. That was an unfortunate step, but it's fine. It worked out. Okay, so far so good. Have we got any more messages? Very distant avalanche of rocks. Yeah, we're not getting there, unfortunately. There's our merfolk. Dazing one of my elephants. Avatar song is 59%. There's also Steam Dragon, but I'm immune to that damage. This should be fine. I think we've got enough allies that it's totally fine. Oh, it's a movie reference. I don't get it, Jay. Sorry. I've missed your movie reference. Do we want to net 55%? Nah. Let's just do more damage. 55 to hit with any kind of throwing, apparently. So we'll just shock. We could go invis as well. Okay. Turtle. Turtle could be a bit scary. He's slowed, luckily. Hey, level 14. There we go. Burst of Inspiration. You're finally ready to make a one-of-a-kind gizmo. That's good news. Is it instant? Let's see what we get. We get the hydrograding MK's 26. R poise, RF, regen, both kinds, R corrosion. We get spell motor, RLEC, RC. We have RLEC already. What is spell motor? I actually don't know what that is. Your spells cost less MP as you rev up. Whenever you cast a spell, you make a melee attack against a random enemy in range. So it's Spell Claw plus less MP per rev. That's cool. And then we've got Rev Guard, MP Slay Whiz. Gizmo Git indeed. What do we go for here? Rev Guard, up to 5 AC when revved, and your attacks may disarm enemies. We're probably not attacking a melee for very much more of this game, is my guess. So the Slay is less good, the Rev Guard is less good. I want that Whiz, but I think it's on the wrong gizmo. We don't have RC, but we do have RC in a shop on a robe. Which means that this is probably the one, right? R poison, which is on boots, we're not likely to take off. RF, which we already have. R corrosion, which we don't. But the 2 regens. This is not a terribly exciting set of gizmos, I have to say. What orbs do I have? No orbs at all. Oh no, I have Orb of Energy, actually. Yeah, Orb of Energy is the only one I've got. Jay's liking those gizmos. What do you think, Jay? Then which one should we get? I mean, there's a world where you take Orb of Energy, right? And Wizardry. and those play off of each other a little bit. We've also got high evocations, and we'll get higher this game, so the Orb of Energy is kind of working into that. This is nice just because it covers a bunch of res. I wish it wasn't stuff I already had. If I didn't already have 2 of these, I would take this, almost certainly. Oh, orb monsters in Zot, you mean? Yes, of course. I have Orbs of Fire. Yeah, Orbs of Fire. So the RF, you're saying, matters? Yeah, it's true. It's not wasted. It's our only chance to get Wizardry this game. It's also our only chance to get Regen MP, probably, realistically, which is a huge deal for casters. Yeah, it's luxury. Jay's very partial to having both regens forever. Yeah, I think I am too. I think Ripo is leaning that direction. The Revguard one, I'm only taking it for the whiz. Like, the man is nice, but it's just the whiz, really. So I think that has to be out, unfortunately. I already have Arlek. I don't have RC, but I can find it. Spell Motor, I'm probably not using melee combat for much of the game. Hey, Warlock, welcome to the stream. Warlock says, hey, Drake. Just wanted to say that I appreciate your videos. Recently got my first 3-rune win as a Minotaur of Quaz. Wow, that's quite the first win. Congratulations to you. Winning with Quazzle's strong, but a lot of people find it to be quite risky. But on a Minotaur, you can kind of just bash your way through, huh? Yeah, congrats on that. Glad you like the videos. Thanks for saying so. Okay, so yeah, I think it's got to be A. Everybody's on board with A, I think. There's no downside here. It's just straight good. Those regens are good. The R poison is redundant, but otherwise these are good resists. I just hate passing up the only wizardry we're going to have all game, but I think we do. I think it's pretty clearly this one. Jay loves Quazzle. I actually do too. Quazzle's quite fun. It makes a lot of good allies. Has a lot of upside. I think the noise on it in particular makes people misjudge it or think it's worse than it might actually be. But if you're playing on a relatively tanky character like a Minotaur, it's very strong. Yeah, no doubt. I got my Quaz win on a Deep Elf, which was the opposite of a very strong tanky character, and it was still good, just a little more sketchy. Okay, let's do this one. I think I've settled on it. It's just straight up permabuff, passive effects. Yes. Okay, there we are. And I think for like the near term, we want to switch out of that Staff of Fire into like a Staff of Cold if we can find it. I've also got this, right? So I've got all 3 of my pips of RF. If I want it. We'll wait till this fight's over and then I'll switch. Oh, Komodo Dragon. Okay, zombie's taking it. I blink. What made me blink? Oh, somebody hit this trap. Okay. Zombie died to the cold damage, unfortunately. Nice. Stab. I don't know if that volcano is still active. I haven't heard anything from it in a little bit. Now we're slow, and we've got a sea snake coming for us. That's pretty unfortunate. Let's go here. Yeah, die sea snake. Sweet. Die snail. There's volcano. Komodo dragon. I'm going to step back one. I'm not sure that volcano is still active. Oh, it is. It is active. Okay, let's go reap. Fingers crossed for the Whiz Fairy Dragon scales. Yeah, good point. That's that could happen. That's a thing. Jay says if it makes you feel better, you have a good chance of getting Whiz from Boris's robes. Yeah, that's a good point too. So we could still find it. That does make me feel better. Thanks, everybody. I love my wizardry. It's one of my favorite stat line items. Whatever. Oh, we got so much stuff guarding this area. Ooh, the knockback. Youch. He didn't hurt me though. What do we got? Not a lot of anything. I could invoke invisibility and just walk in there. Does that feel good? I think it does, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm invis. Hydra. Ignoring Hydra. We got Catabalops, etc., but we made it in. Awesome. Dude, this invis thing, the invis scarf, paying off so much already. Like, I got it on, what was that, Lair 2, and I've used it like 4 or 5 times, always to great effect. Fantastic item. Okay, we're going to go over the Staff of Fire here. So now we got some more willpower, which is solid. We've got 2 pips of fire for the volcano. Feeling great. We're going to find a robe of resist in here, or a shield of resist, or something. That's what we're looking for. What's my attack delay? I should know this. 1.3. Okay. The only thing we got to be afraid of in here is physical damage, realistically. I don't think any of the fire damage that can possibly spawn in here is going to be very scary for us. And we have Freezing Cloud online, so it's going to feel pretty good, I expect. Looks like we might have gargoyles, though, so let's not get complacent. Is there any spell we want to learn before we go in? There's some world, I think, where there's undead in there, like skeletons. So Dispel Undead, maybe? I might learn it. We know we got Blurk. We could have Undead here. We probably use this later. How many amnesias do I have? 2? So we could learn that. I kind of don't have a lot of other good options. Mystic Blast is a thing. Confusing Touch isn't terrible. I could just go Radiance as well. First, like, that solves Orc. Even better than Freezing Cloud, maybe. Or I could go into Forgecraft, get Phalanx Beetle. A little more armor, a little more allies. All that's good. Jay saying, I love Evoke Invis and Blink. Me too. I think Evoke Invis is probably my favorite of the invocable actions. Outside of the items, right? Outside of like Gels, Gravitambrine, stuff like that. Jay says, how cool would it be if Coglin could dual wield shields like a Stone Warden from Tome? Yes, I'm on board. Request it officially. I want to dual wield shields, please. What are we training right now? Stealth, Invocations. Okay, we got Shadow Slip up to 12. That's good. Marionette's coming down. This is almost like kind of castable-ish. We could get Evo up to 9. We're at 105, 108 max HP. Did I learn Dispel Undead? Let's learn Dispel Undead. I think I talked myself into it. And I think we're going to learn like 7 Necromancy. We'll focus that. And we're going to cast Animate Dead before we even walk in here. Okay, it looks like an all-fire one. The circle, probably with a center area, may have a Draconian. I don't recall. Still do not have cold resist, so I got to be careful about stuff like that where I stand inside of my own cold damage. It's ugly things. Right. Ugly things. Who can switch their resistances at will, of course. Sweet. Get the Dith Shadow to block them. We've got a Summoner as well. Do we have any fly? We have an Enlightenment. We could fly across the lava at some point if we wanted. Oh, I can shoot through Dith, can't I? I should be doing that. There's our Summoner. Ice. Freezing Cloud, rather. Okay, so far so good. Sun Demon, you say? Can't fill that space, unfortunately. Now I can. There we go. Yeah, he does not like cold damage. Okay, our undead are gone, so let's reproc that. We've got Robe of Fire Resist. Trident of Flaming. Sure, I'll pick up both of those. Oof. Okay. Obsidian statue is kind of scary. Why is this blocked off? This shouldn't be blocked off. Double MacLab statues. It looks like probably there's no more enemies, though there could be one in here blocked off, but they can't open doors, surely. You've got 2 pips of cold resist, which is unfortunate. You're not undead, so is there anything else I could learn for that? I don't have LRD, obviously. I guess we got an exit right here, right? If we need to exit, we got one. I could Primordial Nightfall. Is there a world where I do that and try to steal the loot? Or, how about this? Does this see invis? Yes, unfortunately. Though the things that spawns probably doesn't. It can mesmerize me, 17%. Let's have a peek. We got heal wounds, some weapons I don't need, fire dragon scales, which again I do not need, and there's one tile I can't see. Ripo says, tempted to look at the Vault Des data for this. Well, there you go. There's no more enemies in here. Getting mesmerized inside of this would be really bad. We don't have apparition, right? No. We have 3 heal wounds pots, and I don't see any loot in there that's worth grabbing. The gold is nice. 14 pieces, that's whatever. I just hope this isn't something I really want, right? I'm inclined to just leave, I think. I don't want to do what it's going to take to kill this thing. %31% chance to notice each turn. I've got a teleport. I've got 5 teleports, so I could peek. I could read teleport. Go grab heal pot, maybe. I'd trade a teleport for a heal pot, I think. Oh, it's double heal pots. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Teleport. Oh, I almost grabbed the second one. Didn't get it. That's okay. We're going out. 1 teleport, 1 heal pot. Exchange. Good enough for me. Out we go. Do we want to evoke invisibility again? I think we do. Catabalops and a whole pack of baddies. Immolation? Dude, Immolation is so good with all my resists. So we're going to reap first, certainly. And then I guess we cast this. Miscast it. Just got to watch out for that. The darn cold damage, self-cold damage. Very, very painful. Nothing here sees me, though. I flicker back into view already. What? That didn't last very long. I'm gonna go out of view again. Worth. Just trap these guys in the petrifying. Dog sees me, of course. Let's get Reap back up. Make dog friend. Gotta kill this Catabalops. That's the big thing, I think. We'll do Sublimation of Blood. D. Sure. Okay, Necromancy to 7. Let's have a look at our spells. 8% on Freezing Cloud still. I'd like to get that a little lower. So, Conjurations to 9 is the way to do that. And we'll focus it. Getting lots of yak friends. Go get him, boys. No longer invis. Okay, the Smiter is dead. That's a very, very good thing. Hydra is not. Let's see what we can do against you. You really hate cold damage, don't you? So maybe I'll just keep stepping back. Yeah, get you separated a little bit. Throw that down and kill. Cool. Okay, feeling good about that one. I think we're on a bit of a roll now. Overall, this should be mostly cleared out, I expect. Yep, nice. Let's see what our loot is. Rapier of Venom, Potion of Haste, Unknown Potion. Hey, +2 Robe of Cold Resist that I don't have to buy anymore. Great. I will take it. That's what we're going to wear in just a second. Sack of Spiders is huge. Resist Pot, Polymorph Wands, 5 of them. Yeah, let's go from Steam Dragon Scales to Cold Resist. So now we just need Negative Resist. We're looking so much better all of a sudden after Lair. So much better. Okay, looks like we got one little Volt over here. Hey, we got a Sentinel's Mark. That's fine. Pull back. Stand here. Nobody comes screaming out at me. That's nice. What is this? Bunch of nothing. Okay, cool. Now, I think we still have Urog, right? So now we're going to go kill some uniques. Yeah, just Urog here. Pretty sure she can't see invis. Yeah, so we're just going to go invis. 67 HP. And kill her with cold damage or whatever. Maybe hit her with a throwing net. Lock her in place. 55 to hit. Try again. Got it. Poison. Poison. And what? Shock? Cool. Good stuff. I love invisibility. It's so good. Grab some javelins. Didn't break any throwing nets. Looking beautiful. Crystal plate armor just sitting in Lair. Lucky duck. Yeah, if I wasn't a caster, maybe. I'm not a big fan, actually, of crystal armor. Like, I never, almost never run anybody who wants this. Because it's just so heavy, it gives no resist. The orange crystal plate, now that's one that I can consider sometimes. But I'm just never like a pure melee dude, and so I just don't want that, almost ever. Okay, so we have all the resists that matter for Blork. I think we're going to kill her. She's only got 31 HP, 1 pip of cold resist, and she does damage that I'm resistant to. This is no longer an issue. She's blocking a staff there, or a wand, sorry. Kind of surprised Invoke Invisibility remains in its current state. It's a little strong, isn't it? a little bit strong. I assume she sees invis. Yes. Okay, so that's not a thing. We've got Dispel Undead in case she gets a melee. And we'll stay near the stair. I could evoke Sack of Spiders, but I don't think it matters. If she gets in close, I'm just going to hit her with Dispel Undead. Okay, killed her already. There's multiple bats dead. Here's the other bats. And we win. Easy. That was a lot easier fight than it would have been if I'd taken it just before Lair. So we've come a long way, I gotta say. I think we've got a robe of fire resist, right? Yes, we've already got that item. So we can get rid of this, and we'll go grab those ones. Ooh, blinking scroll laying there that I didn't see. Nice, okay. So now we can go take Maggie as well, right? We got Maggie and we got Joseph on the floor above, this floor. So let's go find them. They're down here somewhere. There's Joseph. Just going to step up the stairs. Oh, maybe I'll cast Animate Dead. And then we'll just shock you to death. Cool. Now where's Maggie? Frozen Ramparts. There's Maggie. What's Maggie got? Steam Dragon Scales Heavy Scimitar. Mesmerize at 7%. That's totally fine. No resists. She does not, Ripo. I was kind of hoping, right? But no dice. Easy kill, though. Those were like deathly scary enemies on this floor when I first saw them. And I cleared Lair, and now it's a non-issue. It's fantastic. Feels great. Feeling very good. And boy, oh boy, is Freezing Cloud ever doing a lot of work, huh? So good. It was questionable. It was a questionable decision to jam Freezing Cloud when I did, I think. But now that it's paid off, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Obviously, in retrospect, you're like, yeah, it's great. At the time, it didn't feel great. It felt very questionable. Okay, we got a bookshop. Evocations and Invocations. How about that? I passed on the Evocations manual earlier from a scroll of acquirement. And there we have another one if we want it. I'm much more likely to go Invocations, though, I think. Because we got Bad Aptitude, so it's going to be a much bigger difference. Let's take that up to 10. Actually, let's go 10.8 for the breakpoint, I believe. Still focusing Conj. 26% on Marionette, 69 on Primordial Nightfall. So we do want that a little higher, but I'm not going to rush Invocations anymore at this point, now that we know we have that manual. Yeah, so then I've got this vault here. I guess I'm just not going to go do it, because why, really? All right, what else do we have? This floor's done, and then I have these guys. So I could go up here and clear these last two uniques, since we don't have Piety Decay anymore in the game, which is just a fantastic quality of life change. Big fan. We'll go up here and clear these guys real quick. I'm going to cast Reap. And dead. These guys aren't really worth anything, and they don't have any loot, unfortunately. That's all right. We'll kill them for good measure. Okay, cool. Now, we have not found Orc yet, so I guess we're going D11, right? I know there's a gargoyle here somewhere, actually. There he is. Speak of the devil. Let's kill him. No cold resist. He does have lightning resist. I'm just casting this to get Dith. And down we go. D11. We got 2 identify scrolls. Still looking for experience pot, I guess. There's potion of magic. That's a thing. Airstrike. I can learn that. Do we want airstrike? It's only 20% power. 2D 3 to 19. Obviously the power doesn't matter, right? It just scales with empty spaces, come to think of it. Which makes it a pretty good pick for single target distance damage with my mana regen. I think we might take that. We're definitely unlearning it at some point later. Yeah, that seems pretty good, I think. I think it's better than anything else I've got going on here. Let's do it. That can replace my shock cast for triggering Dith, for example. Yeah, look at that. So good. Yeah, the mana regen. Getting it this early is just fantastic, actually. A big pick-me-up. The troll standing right next to me is sad. That's sad. You don't like to see that. Just spam airstrike. Seems fine. There's Orc. Cancellation pot, and the scroll is vulnerability, which we're going to save for that ghost moth later on. Because we'll probably need to make it vulnerable in order to make it our friend, I'm guessing. Depending on just how high our evocations get. Gloves of Fire, +0, in case we ever want to enhance our fire spells. There's another Potion of Haste. Ooh, invisible, dude. Just one-shot him. Sling of Arpoise, +8 Sling of Arpoise. Freeze branded. That'd be pretty decent, actually, if we were a range character. All right, I think we're going Orc now. That was D11. I think we can just go right into Orc here. So look, pretty open. We've got, you know, castable Freezing Cloud and Animate Dead, so we can clear this, see what our shops give us. I just need to take a quick break here, guys. So 30 seconds, and I'll be back. And we're back. Thanks for your patience. I was just thinking about how much this challenge week actually plays into my go wide gameplay style, right? Because it holds us down below stealth and says go wide into the other spellcasting branches. And so it's definitely playing into my general skill set or goals as a caster or whatever you want to say. What all are we training now? Stealth and fighting. Let's take spellcasting up to 9. That's a good place for it to sit for a bit. Okay, this is a scary enemy. I do have fire resist. He has no cold resist. So it's okay, but it's the blinking that's the problem. Or it's not a problem, you know, whatever the case may be. Jay says going to play so much of it this weekend. Nice. Good luck on your own runs. Hope it goes well for you. Yeah, that's why I don't like those guys. They just spike damage out of nowhere with their summons and everything. Not a fan. That was even with fire resist. One-way gateway to the gauntlet, which is right beside me. How convenient. Now, I'd like to get... I triggered Reap right away. I'd like to get most of these enemies dead. At least the trolls. Stuff like that, so they're not waiting for me when I come back. Ooh, miscast is not good. I think I'm going to go invis. I've got a cold resist, so I'm going to cast this right here. It's going to be great. We'll just encircle myself with cold damage. Now, of course, downside here is that I don't have any allies for the rest of this floor. Upside is we get straight into the gauntlet. Here we go. I'm drained by 6. That's fine. Let's see. I guess we'll just do a Control F, see what's on the floor. 2 pairs of gloves. Boots. We've got nice boots already. Cloak. We've got cloaks that we like already. Decent amount of gold. Fortress Blast is kind of meh. Double haste pots. That's a big one. I mean, there's no rings or amulets, which we can't wear, so that's fine. I guess we want to look at as much of this gear as possible and probably grab these haste pots. Cancellation pot, haste pot, 1 glove. Oh, there is a ring. It just doesn't even show up. Wand. There's the spell. We've got Death Yaks and a Necromancer. Here's the boots. Here's some armor. What's that armor? Unknown armor. Is that 3 electrical resist guys? Wow, that could be super scary. And then these guys for the cloak and the axe. I think we don't want that. Jay says this run has been wearing a harm scarf. Rough enemy spawns and all scary uniques, but you have also gotten lucky with equipment and portal spawns. Yeah, I haven't been wearing the harm scarf yet. You got to wear it before Zot. So I have it in my pocket, but I'm not wearing it. I'm wearing the invis scarf. I suppose that's what you meant. But super rough enemy spawns. You're exactly right. I missed one of my portals, and I've got 2 of them now. No, I missed 2 portals, didn't I? 1 or 2. I missed a Bailey. I feel like I missed one more, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so our invis is going to work here too, because Minotaur can't see invis. These guys can't see invis. The invis ghosts can, but... And they're also immune to cold. I actually don't know what my play is against them. Oh, Dispel Undead, of course. Yeah, or do we go to the middle one and go spiders? Ooh, I'm seeing Obsidian Statue here again. Blocking just a pair of gloves. We've already got good boots. I like my armor. I think we're going bottom for the double haste pots, at the very least, the double haste pots. We got this net trap right here by the entrance. Kind of feels bad. But all these guys are weak to cold. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. Is there anything else we want to learn? There's a world where you could learn like Mystic Blast or Flame Wave, I guess. Oh, the Scarf of Harm is a metaphor? Yeah. Well, it feels like it, right? That's been this game so far, but we're cruising at this point. I think these guys do 20 damage. Oh, 30 damage. Okay, well, it's more than that. Bind Souls is bad. None of them have cold resist. I only have one pip of cold resist, though. Yeah, so I think we go, like, Animate Dead, step in, cast Freezing Cloud. Really don't want to get netted, is the big thing. So I'm going to have a couple turns before they come around the corner. So I guess I'm going to step kind of down into this corner maybe. And then at the worst case scenario, I can blink to this corner. So if I can do that, it would be fantastic. I could also invis against them. Like early in the fight. Okay, let's do Reap. Go in. Please don't be on my tile. Thank you. Okay, so far so good. That's a little awkward, isn't it? Very lame. I guess I can airstrike that with my spare mana. I'm gonna step around corner. Oh, I don't have any negative resist, come to think of it. Instantly killed the Necromancer. And he's, yeah, I can still see him, so he's still taking cold damage. Nice, got there. Didn't even pop in Viz. Polymorph charges, look at that ring. Our Elec, our Poison, EV5. If only we could wear rings. There's an Athame. Don't think we're wearing that at this point. Unbranded Athame, no thanks. Cool, we can take our allies with us. The Scarf of Bad Touch, indeed. We want to look. We want all these items basically. So I think we're just going to fight this with Dispel Undead, probably. Are there any more? No, that's all of them. That quick. 3 casts or 2 casts maybe? I don't know. Easy game. All right, let's see how bad the Minotaur is here. All right, we get the center door one. I think we're just going to pop in Viz for good measure. I don't think there's any reason to risk it any other way, basically, right? So we'll get our Yaks in place. We'll go in Viz, pop through. Fortunately, he kills one of them right away. I've got Airstrike. I've got Sack of Spiders. Let's just step here and Airstrike. Huh. Well, there. Take some cold damage. Gotcha. Level 15. We're sitting at 16 strength, which is totally fine for heavier armor, shields, whatever. So we're going to take Int. See what we get. Spellbinder, womp womp. Anti-magic, disrupt. 3 silver jabs, though. I think this is really bad for us, right? What does disrupt do? Wild, unpredictable magical effects upon striking a wizard or creature with magical abilities. But it has anti-magic, so there's no way we're ever wearing this, I think. Okay, we got Permafrost Eruption. Now, I already have Ice trained. Wands of Flame, Vile Floods, Scroll Fear. Hoarfrost Cannonade. There we go. Now we're talking. Staff of Fire. Minnow Season Viz. It didn't, did it? I don't think he does. Am I wrong? Regardless, we're getting Hoarfrost Cannonade online. 100%. Jay loves that whip. Jay, I think you like non-casting melee dudes, don't you? Is that your jam? It isn't mine, that's for sure. Let's go up to about 5 on that, I think. I'm actually just going to turn off everything else as well. Let's just get that right up. I'm going to learn this right away. I love Hoarfrost Cannonade. We've already got Ice trained. Good spell. There's a world where we end up casting Permafrost, given that we have Mana Regen already. This is a good spell. We'll see. I'm going to go to Hoarfrost Cannons first. We'll see. Jay says, just used it on your last My 5 Cause run. That makes a lot of sense. That'd be a good build. I like that idea. Okay, Blast Miner. We'll go Reap. And we'll go Cold Damage. Ouch. Can you not? Jeez. I'm just going to reset that. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to Reap again. Block the entryway with Cold. Let's hit that Warg too. Cool. Look at all our new friends. Make sure we don't get smited to death, hopefully. More cold damage for you. Cold damage for everyone. New friends for me. Did I mention how much I love Animate Dead? It just makes any build that much easier to play, basically. I see people in chat from time to time saying that they don't like Animate Dead, and I say, why? It's so good. That looks like a good Frost Cloud, probably. We got archers. Let's step back. Okay, Animate Dead is off. I think we keep fighting here, though, right? I can probably just cast this. Maybe I'll just throw, right? We might summon a Dith thrower like that off the boomerangs. Dith melee dude. Yeah, we'll just use Dith to carry the rest of us while we regen. Seems good. Okay. Just, I don't know, for fun, I guess, throwing with my 0 training. What is your chance to confuse? 0? It's pretty nice. 2 pips of willpower. Oh, we got a summoner down there. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, Freezing Cloud still doing tons of work. Tactical, you checked the Minotaur. You're saying it does not see invis? Yeah, I don't think it does. Jay says, love mages in every other game, but you suck at them in DCSS? Well, there you go. Play what you're good at, right? Tactical sent Clapping Seal for 250 jewels. Thank you for the jewels, sir. Much appreciated. Haven't seen the Clapping Seal one yet. That's a new one for me. Between you and Jay, hope I'm not forgetting anybody else, but between you and Jay, the past 2 days, you guys have paid for another month of Crawl Cosplay website hosting. So that's cool. Good on you guys. One more fight, it looks like. We've got summoners. I'm going to use Animate Dead again. The Mighted Orcs with Reaching Weapons. Little sketchy. Hoarfrost Cannonades at 14%. Let's go. Let's take that on up to 5. Do I want more Ice Magic? Nah, we'll get more Forgecraft. We're likely to use Forgecraft at some point. We'll call it 6. Heck yes, says Jay. That's right. I appreciate it. You guys are helping out. That's what this YouTube channel does now. Is I'm sending a lot of starting to send a lot of the YouTube money to server stuff, web hosting stuff. I've sent some money to DCSS stats, which I use all the time. You guys should be using it too. So maybe, we're talking maybe about funding some of the tournaments in the future, either through advertising, which would be good, or through like jackpots or like, a reward for the winners maybe. And so that's kind of where some of the funding, at least, is going to come from this YouTube channel. Long story short. What do I want to do against this guy? Back up, do Cannonade maybe? Or just do Cannonade here? Nice, dude. I spawned the Cannonade. And Freezing Vapor? No, that's my... What was it? Shadow cast a spell. Creeping Shadows grasps the enemies. Very cool. Creeping Shadows, 3d12 damage. Disgusting. It's so good. I think we're going to back up now with the extra summoner here. Let's let the regen tick. Sure. I don't care too much about these zombies. Get him with the cold damage. And I think Hoarfrost Cannon is now our new bread and butter. How good is this? 3d7 at baseline. And then the AoE at the end is 3d15. So that's pretty good. Power is sitting only at 20%, so we could just keep training that a little more. But yeah, I think that's kind of the bread and butter now on G. Got to remember my hotkeys. I'm really bad at doing that. Nice. And did you see the shadow damage come out? That's just from casting those. So good. Dith is very cool. And those are the abilities that I find the most cool on Dith are the non-invocations based abilities. But let's train a little more invocations. We'll go up to 7. And we're going to train evocations up to 10.5 because stealth is sitting at 11. Almost 10.6. We'll go like that. Whoops, did I make a little error there? On fighting, I did. Good thing it says small errors will be forgiven. 10.8 versus 10.6. We'll call that a little error, I think. Make sure not to go over again. Okay, what do we get in the shops? Cosplay gonna be Bejeweled, Jay says, and I'm down to contribute financially in any way I can. Well, I appreciate it thus far, Jay. Oh my god, it's a jewelry shop. Amulet of Tranquility. Clarity, Willpower. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Whatever. Moving on. We got boots, gloves. Don't want any of that, probably. We will identify might. We got heal wounds, enlightenment, cancellation, bunch of brilliance. We've got rampaging boots, +4 int and strength armor, leather armor, amnesia, and identify. Oh, there's ambrosia too. I've got 1 ambrosia. Wow, these shops, not great. Not great. Squiggle saying, pretty sure that one will be forgiven. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to very quickly get it back over that. So just by 0.2, I think that's in the range of forgivability, probably. Not quite sure how it happened. Certainly wasn't on purpose. Yeah, I don't know if we're buying anything here. This is not great. What other things do we have in shops? Let's have a look. We got the manuals. So I should go grab manual of invocations probably. Do I want to? Or does that feel bad? This is already at 67%. And it's only at 4. So maybe I don't. My shops have just been garbage. I don't think I want either of these, actually. Huh. I mean, I could look at boots because I've already got R poise, so the R poise is redundant. I could look at gloves too. The parrying gloves are nice, but those gloves could have resists on them or something. Let's do it. Boots of rampaging, gloves of dex. Womp womp. That's auto explore. Nope, that's it. So that's orc. Do I have any upstairs? I do. I have one more upstairs. Squiggles says I do the scoring. My man, got my back. Ooh, blast miners. Let's step away from that. Approach that from a different angle. How about that 10.6 stealth paying off, huh? I'm just going to pull them. Keep pulling. Cool. Wow, double miscast? And there's a alarm trap as well. Yeah, that AoE from casting the Horcrux cannons is pretty solid, gotta say. Quite a bit of damage output. Okay, that's orc. Jay saying, Rampage rules. Love your Rampage with a big broad axe and a tower shield. I bet you do, Jay. I bet you do. With your anti-magic whip and all the rest. Your absolute hate of spells. Probably a Trog worshiper most of the time, aren't you? I know your type. Do we want an ID scroll for that? Maybe not. I could go buy one. Vampire, mosquitoes, non-issue. I could use a bit more defenses at some point. I'm sitting on 11 AC, and it's because I'm wearing a robe. We haven't found a shield this whole game, have we? No, not a single shield so far. Even after going through Orc. Kind of wild. Kind of surprising. Found more rings and amulets than you can shake a stick at. Haven't found a single shield of any kind. Hey, Poison Scroll, that's a big pickup. Haven't found many of them all game long. Dagger of Pain. More Blinking Scrolls are good. Dith triggered like on almost every spellcaster, I think. On that fight. That was pretty cool. Let's get some zombie friends. You hate poison, don't you? Have some poison. Hey, there's my Forgecraft summon. The Forgecraft summon does 3d12 bypass. I believe that type of damage bypasses armor, right? I could be wrong, but the purple, I think, means it bypasses armor, maybe? Unsure. Ooh. Cool. No problem. Another Athame. Have yet to do my Athame run. Has anybody got a good Athame stabbing run of any kind? Really wanting to do that. Ouch. Come on, slimes, all at once, please. Taking too many turns. Okay, you. Banishment 1%, that's fine. Fireball is fine. I'd probably just kill her with Airstrike, to be honest. Ripo loves Spell Dith, so do I. Like, the melee is going to trigger often on Coglin, we think, probably. But yeah, the spells are just so good. The summoning and Forgecraft ones in particular are very good. I especially love the summoning ones because they constrict. They move around. Very strong. Jay saying, I actually take Nem more than anything because I want to get at least Blink by Zot. What? At least Blink by Zot? What do you mean by that? Is there a card that allows you to blink in the escape deck? That seems not right. I must be misreading what you're saying. Okay. Took 4 airstrikes. That's fine. Airstrike. Yeah, taking that airstrike is paying off, I have to say. Good spell. Very mana inefficient, but when you got MP regen, it's fine. Ripo saying the frost turrets have a fairly limited range, especially considering random placement, so it's hard to predict if they will be able to shoot a target. True. Very true. At this point, though, like our Hoarfrost Cannonades can mostly carry us even through S branches, I expect. Plus Dith, you know, of course. Oh, this is going to be Volts. So I'll summon, I'll do Reaping, rather. And then we'll fill this area up with Cold. Luckily, we're pretty stealthy, so even though we're casting moderately loud spells, it's not a problem. I haven't awoken any of these little chambers here, despite all the fighting, which is pretty cool. Okay, that was a fine fight. So many slimes on this floor. Look at that setup. The Shadow Cannon, the regular cannon. So Shadow does 2d12, regular cannon does 3d7. Pretty close, actually, in damage, in terms of damage, which I suppose it's meant to be. Kind of balanced like that. It's based on the fact that it's a level 5 spell. But it makes sense that the damage would be kind of consistent between the two. Summon Hydra. That's a spammy summon spell. It would probably work quite well with Dith. So we could. Do we want Summon Hydra? Or do we just go Permafrost Eruption? I don't know. I still haven't found any late game spells that I'm like super stoked to have. Hoarfrost Cannon is a big pickup for me. It's one of my favorite spells in the level 5 range. No doubt about that. But I feel like we're still waiting for some direction to go late game. Hey, there's Battlesphere. That's a thing. That's just online. Yeah, I'll take that, thanks. So now my default cast goes back to Shock, and we'll trigger Battlesphere on H. So that's S branches sorted. Between Hoarfrost Cannon, Dith, and Battlesphere, we're going to feel pretty good about S branches. Here's D14. Okay, bookshop, this might be a thing. To answer that question, nope, it's more manuals. Hey, there's a shields manual. Or 3 shields manuals. Oh no, one of those is stealth. I'm going to take that stealth one right now, because I'm going to be training this all game. That's huge. Fire magic, maybe, but the shields one, I bet we buy that later, and we're going to take the stealth one right now. Because we need this all game long. Stealth limits our other schools because of the challenge. I'm going to take it. No question. Okay, and let's train stealth right now. We're going to go stealth to about 15. Let's finish spellcasting up to 9 because I left it half finished. I think I'll get armor as well, because I'm likely to go up on armor. So let's just kind of spread some XP around right now. And I'm going to focus spellcasting to get more mana. Hoarfrost at 10. Could get a bit more Forgecraft too. It's still very cheap. Let's go to about 8. So we'll focus. Let's not do armor right now. We're going to focus Forgecraft and spellcasting. Trickle some into stealth and invocations. Seems about right. F Cloud. Oh yeah, F Cloud and Frost Cannon. I forgot I even had Frost Cloud. Right when I was saying about S branches. I'm pretty sorted for this. The only thing that would be easier for S branches is if we had Snake. We've got Swamp and Spider, which is totally fine. But yeah, we go like this. Like this is our standard play now. Is cannons, Battlesphere, Cloud, and then we just shoot shocks through things. Yeah. That's a ton of damage coming out. Cool. I was just hoping to get that kill in that position where I had a bit of help. Now, why are those ice guys there? He was just by himself randomly? That's kind of weird. Oh yeah, and then I've got Reaping. I forgot about that too. Animate Dead. I've really got a full go wide package going on here, actually. No, we'll just let them cook in the ice. And I can shoot through both Battlesphere and Dith, which is very cool. Okay, let's pull back. A lot of elemental damage in there, isn't there? Huh. Okay. These guys are very, very resistant. There we go. Let's see, airstrike's on F. I guess we can airstrike you. He didn't want to die, did he? My God. You found the tournament info, reading it now? Oh, what's the challenge? Sorry, I missed your comment. Yeah, it's Goji. You can. I'm using the tile. The invisible ghost moth, though, kind of makes it hard to see. Can I zoom in? I forget how to zoom in. About like that? There's as much as I can zoom in. You can kind of see the tile, right? With the little wing outline and so on. And he's definitely riding the ghost moth, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, you know, Coglin Artificer to start out the tournament. Relatively strong start, though Coglins are notably kind of a challenge species, I think. Okay, we gotta be careful here. I've got myself kind of in the space. We've got Dispel Dead. I might just sack of spiders here. This seems a little sketch, gotta say. And then I think we will shoot shocks to trigger Battlesphere. Okay. This should be fine now. Yep, cool. Good enough. The Glaive of the Guard. Boy, if you wanted to do pole arms this game, we might have an option here. It is two-handed. Spectral, Aralak. Oh, I thought it did something cooler than just being spectrally branded. Yeah, never mind. That's not particularly interesting. Ripe was saying, yeah, the tile gimmick of writing an invisible monster but not actually being invisible, it is funny. I've described him as a silly little misguided goblin. The world is not how he thinks it is. Pick up those acid dragon scales, just in case we ever want that. Whoa, excuse me? What is this? This is a new thing. Yeah, I haven't seen this enemy yet. Abyssal Acolyte. 58 max HP with no resists. No melee damage. Touch of Paradox. Unmoors a random nearby ally from space, granting it Manifold Assault. Okay. Giving it a chance to blink when it uses it. Wow. And then it has Phase Shift, which is the new, like, almost invisible thing. So they get plus 15 EV if I don't have See Invis, which I do not. And we have our Abyssal entrance as well, which we will be using at some point. I think this is just going to be fine. Probably a non-issue, pretty much. For one thing, Airstrike never misses. And the other thing, he is not resistant to cold. Big mistakes on his part were made. Should have saw me coming, buddy. Ouch. Is there another one in there? How did that guy have Manifold Assault? Okay, cool. Nice little Abyssal Vault there in Dungeon. I'm very glad that's been added. Big fan of that. Right was saying, good thing don't turn invisible isn't part of the conduct. Yeah, no kidding. It could have been, couldn't it? Honestly, I didn't think about making that. Like, we discussed what it could be. We changed some of the challenges even up to the last minute. And we could have made it that, and it kind of would have been fitting and funny. You love the guard polearm there? So strong, might be thinking of Rift, which has 3-tile range. When I wasn't thinking of Rift, what I was thinking was when it says of the guard, it makes me think of like parrying or is parrying the one that they put on polearms recently that gives you shielding? It might be that. That's what I'm thinking of. Like it gives defenses or something. Jay says he gives his friends Manifold. He's like a satanic moth of wrath. Indeed. Indeed. Satanic Moth of Wrath. Just in case your standard Moth of Wrath wasn't evil enough for you. We've got the Abyssal Moth of Wrath. Enjoy. A enchanted shield of positive energy. Hello. That's something I need. Yeah, let's have a look here real quick. I've got no shield training, and I don't have the ability to buy the shield manual just yet. Need like 700 more gold. But I could easily get rid of... What? What can I get rid of? I've got RF, R corrosion, R poison. So I can get rid of the flail of the egg. I could get rid of this rapier. I like the int, the R-elect we need. It's not redundant. But I think we probably put that shield on at some point and get some neg resist. Seems all right. Not just yet. Oh, rebuke. Yeah, rebuke, Ripo. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. Staff brand gives shield. The polearms brand is constrict. Right, okay. I was thinking rebuke. I have not used that one particularly much. Definitely in Wiz mode to try it out, but I don't think I've used it in an actual game yet. This looks abyssal themed over here too. No enemies though. Oh, it is. Yeah, there's another abyssal vault. So for 2 games in a row now. Why am I zoomed in so far? Why can't I zoom back out? How do I zoom out? That's weird. For 2 games in a row now, I have had multiple abyssal vaults on the same floor. It was 3 last game, and I'm thinking it's going to be 3 this game too. Is that meant to be the case, that when one abyssal vault spawns, you get multiple? Yeah, so there's 3. Are we going to get a 4th one? Whoops, that was the wrong button there. Just wasted 5 mana. It's all right. When you got mana regen this early in the game, it's pretty good. Okay, we got Firestorm and a Radiate. Wowzers. We do have a fire manual. What's a Radiate look like, though? 28%? We just need a bit of alchemy? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could spam some Irradiate. I'd be all right with that. Abyssal Third Ruin? Yes, probably. We're definitely going Abyss Ruin at some point because it's one of the bonus challenges. So it's either Third Ruin or like Fourth Ruin, basically. We're already level 16. Now, I'm not doing it until late game because we're in 0.35 and so you can't use the teleport tech anymore. So we're just going to wait. It's going to be like Fourth Ruin probably, maybe Third Ruin. We'll see. Ripo saying Ant with Rebuke, Lagitang, Tall Shield, TSO, and Blade Form with shield to max. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that build. Or Quaz to get some shield, yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. Go for Quaz, Jay says, to get the projectile deflection as well. Nice little combo. I like it. Ouch. Wow, can we maybe not miscast so much? That'd be great. Oof. None of my reaping worked. I only have 12 EV. So the chance to hit 66. That's higher than you'd like. Let's pull down a bit. Okay, let's pull around corner. Summon these. Yep, there we go. Cool, that works. I did it again where I miscast my cannons instead of doing frost or what's it called? Not frost. Freezing cloud. I'm just hitting the wrong button. Cool, got one of those dead. Yeah, these guys are rough when you don't have shield. You want like 7 or 8 shield against these dudes, these Yaktors, optimally. And I've got none. Literally none. Shielding. 0. You have gloves of parrying, though, if this guy gets a melee. Yeah, so then I go up to 8. So if I can melee, that's fine. Does anybody know how to zoom back out of this when I go into capital X mode? How do I zoom out? I knew how to zoom in. If anybody's got the key command for that, I'd appreciate it because I'm stuck. And doing the opposite of what I did to get there is not working. Okay, here's Depth's entrance. Let's wait on that for a minute. I think we might get a little, go ahead and get a little alchemy just for a radiate. It'll take me, I've got +1 app, probably takes me like 3 levels realistically, and I'll be there. Then let's train some fighting because we have the manual for it. Let's take that up to 12. We'll focus alchemy. Keep training stealth. I do have regen, that's very true. Ripo saying zoom. Yeah, those were the buttons I was using. Maybe if you hold shift, possibly I rebound it to something else. It is possible. Yeah, it's not doing the thing. I don't have caps lock on. Huh. What if I drop out of game real quick? Come back in. Does that reset me? It does. Nice. Okay. I have no idea why it was stuck, but we unstuck it. 3 Wand of Warpings. Hello, ogres. What are you doing here? in mass. They have basically no armor, dive very quickly to pretty much everything I got going on. I want to be careful in case that's low duel or whatever their name is, their pack. Could it be? That was a lot of orcs. Ogres. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, you're saying the brackets. Yeah, I tried that too. Neither of those things worked, Ripo. So I don't know. I must have changed the keybind or something, maybe? Unclear. Okay, we've got Servitor. That's a big one. It's already 86%. Forgecraft Conj. I could just jam Forgecraft and then probably get Permafrost Eruption, maybe? And then Tremor Stones as well. Yeah, so we're going to get a Radiate online here very quickly. Then you could go Servitor Permafrost. Yeah, I'm kind of liking where we're going with this build. It's becoming something. Okay, lots of ranged dudes. Let's be very careful here. Yep, need to be even more careful than that, please. If you don't mind. Okay. Just a little reset. Go at it again. No shield versus a pack of centaurs is a scary thing to do. Not a fan of doing that. I do like my shields. We probably could just train like 4 shields right now and feel fine about it. My spells are very castable. Yeah, even with no training, I could wear this and feel pretty good about it. My shielding goes up to 4. It probably ends up at 6 with like 4 to 6 skill. I don't recall. Do I want to do that? Jay saying your Ashen's Null ways follow you to other characters. It absolutely has. My go wide strategy is a thing I do on basically every character if I'm spellcasting. And the thing is that spellcasting helps all spells, int, wizardry, etc. All those things help all spells, right? So you might as well go wide. It's cheaper. That's my thinking. Let's do. We know we're wearing a shield at some point, so we'll go 4 shield. And we're going to turn off stealth for now. Fighting is stopping at 12, which is fine. I'm double checking. And we'll get 4 shield. We'll focus it. And we might as well put it on. What am I losing? RLEC? Or RF and will, probably. Yeah, we'll keep the RLEC int. Seems good. Let's do it. I like the model better with our little shield and spear thing going on and the little sword. So now we got all resist. We are missing C and Viz still. Pretty good though overall, really. Like pretty good setup for a Coglin, I have to say. I kind of forgot that I have so many spells, I kind of forget to use some of them. Awkward. Oh, there he is, coming from behind. Awkward again. Probably should have just waited in the cold to do damage to him. Oh, he died anyway. Nice. Was he alone? He was alone. Okay. On we go. Etten, let's pull you back a bit. Get some friends going on. Maybe cast this. and kill you. You got a Tengu with Kite Shield. I like seeing that. Might actually use the Kite Shield. And there's Troll Leather Armor. I might pick that up as well. There's a world where we wear that. Probably not, but you never know. Kite Shield of +0 and nothing. Womp womp. I'll pick it up anyway. Jay saying, you agree. I think having a great level 8 or 9 spell just isn't quite as good as 3 great level 5 or 6 spells in different elements. Yeah, or like skip the level 9s, right? You can get level 8s online pretty easy. Or just go for a bunch of level 6 and 7s. And that can win the game easy. My last game that I recorded actually did that. Just like 6 and 7s. Maybe I got an 8 online at the end, but you don't need the big spells to win this game. Having cheaper, low level, easy to cast ones that are relatively cheap means you get more defenses. And I just think it's a better way to play mages, to be perfectly honest. Okay, there's D15, which is good timing because I just about have to call it a day. Let's just do a quick overview of what we got here. Just about up to Servitor level. Training our shields, training our fighting. We're at 126 max HP, which is pretty okay, I guess, for this stage of the game. Where are we going next? We're probably going to Swamp, realistically. We got all the resists for it. It's the easier of the two. And I want to train up some more evocations. So we'll go to 13 at least, before I get into Spider. We're aiming for about 15. And I've got my Scrolls of Vulnerability for the Ghost Moths, and we'll try to get that bonus point. So far, so good. Jay saying some level 3 spells are goated too, like Tukima's. Yeah, or Mephitic Cloud. Yeah, like there's just good spells between level 3 and level 6 or 7, like multi-school spells, where you can go wide and it's cheap and easy to get them online. And I'm a big fan. Right, Hellfire Mortar, which I believe is the best spell in the game, even after the nerf, is a 3-school level 7 spell, which is pretty easy to get online, right? If you get one Wizardry, some Int, and keep your encumbrance low, it's not that hard to go wide and get that. I think people overemphasize how difficult or expensive it is, because it's not. If you compare that to, for going into a level 9, you compare Hellfire Mortar to it, I'd rather have Hellfire Mortar than like any level 9 spell in 80% of my games, 70% anyway. Once in a while, Shatter is super useful, obviously, for some challenge runs or whatever. And sometimes some of those other spells do a lot of damage, but the utility that comes from Hellfire Mortar, it just says go wide. So that's where I'm at with it. Hellfire is king. That's right, Jay. You got it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting along with me. I hope you guys are giving this a run yourself, or when you get a chance to. I hope you have good luck in your own game. We're off to the races now. This is feeling strong. We had a rough start, lots of close calls in the first day yesterday, but now we're cruising. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. Yep. So good luck to you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.